Hello everyone and welcome back to Yakuza. Now today I have a very special guest with me. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm ChaosArgate. You may have heard me over on the Yakuza Kiwami LP.
And we are going to the Funeral of Fists.
Oh boy, this chapter was fun.
The Funeral of Fists, of course, is the less acclaimed follow-up to A Farewell to Arms. There's the big man himself, good old Shimano.
Oyabun, I'm sorry.
So, you're positive.
Going back to those title cards real quick, I think for the PS2 games, they actually had like a calligrapher try to draw those out by hand.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting, but also they've kind of dropped that in recent years.
And Shimano, that was completely his own fault getting his head sliced up, by the way.
Yeah.
Tell me, did that bastard
Hey, don't move around in the barber's chair, come on.
Yes. Very.
I see. Well, you did a good
And yeah, while I normally don't talk during the cutscenes, I figured that since I have a co-commentator here, I suppose we could do an uncut version as well, so...
Oh, right, I was about to ask about that.
Yeah. The Tojo Clan headquarters. We'll be seeing a whole lot of this place during this series.
It looks a lot rainier in the PS2 version.
Yeah, might be. Yeah, this is a pretty low-res pre-rendered video, which probably isn't evident from the low-quality video that we are watching, but when you watch it back in 1080p upscaled, it is pretty noticeable.
Sneaking in through the main entrance. Pretend you're there to pay your respects. Once you pass the main entrance, just walk straight ahead to the end. Turn right, and you'll get to...
And of course we also saw Kazuma's magnificent disguise, with his shades and nothing else, basically.
Look, that's all you need to fool the Yakuza.
That is true. I mean, Majima kinda uses a similar disguise in Zero when he goes incognito, scouting the hostess clubs and whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it works. Okay, and now we have ourselves a nice little stealth segment, so... Obviously we do not want to go through the middle, because that's a whole lot of dudes in there, so we kinda have to take a scenic route here, through the parking lot. And
oh, you don't even get to see, like, vision cones on the map?
No, those are for pansies. But I mean, I did pretty well on this first attempt. But then... foiled by invisible wall. And these guys.
Oh wow, Kazuma's here.
Damn it.
Better watch out for that guy.
Yeah, that was an invisible wall there, and I couldn't really do anything at this point, so...
Yeah, that's a little bizarre. Like, it really looks like you could just walk that way.
Yeah. That was kind of bullshit if you ask me.
I agree.
So now I figured, okay, I'll be here for roughly the next 2 hours, because there's no way I can do it as well as I did just now. So I take it a little bit more carefully here. Luckily they are blind. Oh, hello.
That guy too, apparently.
Maybe he just doesn't care. But it does seem like they got these guards from the Genome Project from MGS.
Whose footsteps are these? What was that noise?
Indeed. So now, of course, we try to head on over where Shinji is. And we're stopped by this guy who says that we need the morning badge.
Well, yeah, it's staff only back there, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna have to go beat someone up to get their morning badge.
Yeah, that would be what Kazuma would normally do, but no, we need to use espionage or something to that effect.
Yeah. Gotta be sneaky.
Desk. Yeah. So now we'll just sign up here. And just sign a fake name. I think in Kiwami doesn't he actually mention which name he writes? It's like Suzuki or something like that.
I think it does mention a fake name. I don't remember off the top of my head. I just think it's funnier to go fake name and then brazenly announce that you are definitely not 100% not the Kazuma Kiryu from 10 years ago.
You're the other Kazuma Kiryu, who is in fact an accountant.
Yeah, I'm just here to balance some checkbooks. Don't mind me.
So just looking around a bit here. Where the funeral service itself is held. Alright. That didn't help very much. And the mortician has apparently dropped his mourning badge, which is very convenient for us, of course.
Outside the reception desk out there.
That guy's face was horrifying.
Thanks, PS2.
Yeah, there's a thumbnail for this episode, I think.
I'm sure this game looked really good back in 2005.
I mean, it still kind of does.
Yeah,
for
no,
a
like
PS2 game.
This is an incredibly solid-looking PS2 game. It's just,
we got the mourning badge, and we can actually keep it and just go through the back here. Unlike in Kiwami, where it adds a whole another step to this whole thing.
Oh yeah, this is a lot faster. Wow.
Yeah.
You would expect that to go the other way around.
You would, yeah, but this is not the only time in this game that such a thing happens. We're not up to that point in your LP, so not gonna spoil anything, but yeah.
I think I saw you post that in the Kiwami Threatened Games, and that's going up like tomorrow.
Come over here a second.
Now here's a very large fellow.
Family from Osaka behind him. Nishiki was preparing to start his own family.
The Omi Alliance?
Omi family.
Yes.
Or family?
I don't know why they call it Omi family in this. Maybe it was less confusing or something.
That kind of implies to me that the Omi are part of the Tojo.
Yeah.
Which they are definitely not.
They are not.
You're a brave man, Katsuma-san. Showing your face here.
Oh no, my perfect disguise didn't work.
It's a favor for a guy you used to know. The captain of the Nishiki family asked us to watch out for the guy in this picture. Nishiki asked you?
But why would Nishiki do that?
Something smells funny.
Yeah.
Ha! Pathetic! This is the dragon of the Dojima family? What a little pussy.
And now we have lost our disguise.
Well, so much for that.
Yeah, I mean, it worked great up until this point.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, let's beat the crap out of the man from the Omi family. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of moves we can use at this point.
I can already see he's giving you way less trouble than I had when I recorded it in Kiwami.
Yeah, and stairs are terrible in this game. Like, they just completely screw up the hit detection, and that was a very, very large hit, but yeah, that worked. I'm not sure if you can actually use those lanterns in this fight.
Yeah, I would have. You might have been able to pick those up. I don't know. It looks like it.
You can pick them up later, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't notice the prompt or whatever. But
Shinji, you're right there. You probably could have heard the fighting.
Well, of course, in the Yakuza games, the fighting happens in the Phantom Zone or something like that, so nobody hears or sees it.
Oh, that's
unless
true.
It's in a cutscene.
That's true. We haven't.
It's like the other world from Silent Hill.
Yeah, we haven't hit the Dragon Engine from Yakuza 6 yet, so.
Yeah. And Shinji's having some minor issues here navigating the doorways, but
Shinji,
never mind.
please, this is a funeral. Have some respect.
I don't know what happened there, but Shinji's still having some issues. And if you look up, you can see Shinji kind of vibrating there on top of the stairway.
Oh no! I like that there is a weapon shop guy here in the original version too.
Yeah, well, not so much for weapons, but I do like being able to buy some health items.
Well, yes,
because
that's
you're not
helpful
actually
too.
swimming in those at this point. So we just get a couple of staminans here and this stick that we can use to beat up some more men more efficiently.
Yeah, why not? Sticks are good.
Yep.
I would have bought the knife myself, but
I
that's a little
couldn't afford it.
expensive. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you basically have like 30,000 yen at this point anyway, so... But why would he stock the knife if you couldn't buy it? I don't know, maybe it's bought too much crap from the convenience store or whatever, but let's just try to get inside this room.
How nice that there's a save point in there.
Yeah, that's really nice, actually. Well, I mean, this game does still, I think, checkpoint you if you lose a fight, but still nice to have the save point here.
Right,
and
right.
the item box, if you happen to need it. Because in this one they were separate things, of course.
So how many item slots do you have total? Like 9?
9 and 3 for the equipment.
Wow, that's kind of lousy.
3 for weapons. Equipment is counted with the regular items, so basically we have nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty lousy.
Yeah, that is. So I think it was around this point that I figured that, hey, since I'm recording this whole thing, maybe I shouldn't be skipping through this dialogue so quickly. Like, this is where I probably decided that, hey, maybe I should LP this.
Yeah, I mean, you're recording all the footage, so why not?
And Shimano's head is really, really narrow. Or really skinny.
Yeah,
I always keep thinking that I have my stuff set up in the wrong aspect ratio, but it is correct.
No.
His head
His head just looks really small for his body.
And yeah, I think these were also enhanced in Kiwami. There was some more stuff in the text here.
Probably. I didn't pay attention very well to it. Wait, Chairman in 93?
Yeah, that seemed kinda off to me. I mean, wasn't he elected chairman in the end of Zero?
Yeah, that happened at, like, the 80s, so...
Well, I mean, they've retconned a whole bunch of stuff here, so...
Yeah, that's true, like... Majima, for example.
Yeah.
Kazuma.
Oh, and here's our fake dad.
"10 years. I couldn't do a damn thing."
It was all my fault, Oyabun. You had nothing to do with it.
You haven't changed a bit.
Oyabun, what happened to the Tojo Clan? And what the hell happened to Nishiki?
Did you see him?
No.
The shooting 10 years ago changed him. He became a different person. He lost everything. His sister, Yumi, you. He was determined to make it to the top.
I really like the new scenes in Kiwami that kind of fleshed out Nishiki,
Cold-blooded
because this kind of happens to,
Oyabun.
I don't know, abruptly.
Yeah, I get the impression that it was just kind of, This just all happened off screen.
Yes,
Yeah.
I heard she was missing.
Suddenly, bad guy.
But you...
I mean, he was about to reveal a major plot point, and we can't have that.
Oh, right, this bad guy too. I was talking about Nishiki.
Fuck! Oyabun! You motherfucker! You! Kazuma!
Kazuma,
Oh no.
you dirty motherfucker.
Guys, please, there's a bullet hole in the window.
Now, Fuma!
Well, I don't think these guys care about that, or the fact that Kazuma doesn't have a gun on his person or anywhere in this room. I mean, as tough as Kazuma is, I don't think he can actually fire bullets from his fists.
Well, maybe if he tried really, really hard.
Yeah. But anyway, we are going to fight these idiots now.
Sounds like fun.
Shimano's just standing in the doorway there, just looking on.
Wow, the aiming...
Yeah, well, I'm not really using lock-on at this point because I don't know, I just kind of forgot about it here, basically.
I was about to say, is there a lock-on in this game?
There is, but the only one who tells you is like the one NPC that we met in the previous episode. And you can kind of ask him about lock-on and guarding and dodging.
Okay.
But there isn't like a tutorial for that stuff or anything. Anyway, I have this nice couch.
Man, he couldn't even keep it in one piece. So rude.
Yeah, very poor construction.
You son of a bitch!
But that guy's dead.
Be a good boy and die already.
Kazuma! Kazuma! Run! Find Yumi. Find the 10 billion. Please. Run.
I said it before, but I'll say it again. That would have looked way more impressive if there was actually more glass left in the window.
I agree. Yeah, it would have been a lot more dramatic. But now we should probably get a move on.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah. And Shimano is voiced by Michael Madsen in the dub, of course. And I gotta say, even though Michael Madsen is a great actor and has a great voice, I don't think he's really a good fit for Shimano. Because Shimano is a guy who always yells everything he says in the Japanese version.
A lot of this just felt kind of subdued and I don't know.
I don't know who should play Shimano, but I don't know. I'm really feeling his voice in this one. I was thinking Vince McMahon.
If they were to cast it Yakuza dub today, maybe Jameson Price?
Yeah, maybe. Also, we just broke the lantern on that guy's head.
Yeah, it seems standard. It's okay. He's not dead. I'm sure of it.
Then we'll get a bit of level up here, and I decided to go for the health this one time here because, well, we didn't really have all that much of it, and we're gonna get enough EXP here anyway to get the next levels on both of those other ones, so...
What is that interface for leveling up? You don't even get to see what you pick?
Well, it just kind of says it gives you the, like, next skill, what it's called, and it doesn't describe it any further, so you just kind of have to guess, basically.
Huh. I mean, I guess that's alright. It's... Looking back on it, it seems very strange.
Yeah. Well, it kind of might tell you that, okay, this one gives you more health, but then there's stuff like, what was it, Dragon Heart or something, and it doesn't tell you what it does, so...
I was about to say, what does that even mean?
I do not remember. I'm pretty sure Kazuma was hitting that guy with his fist instead of the baton, which is really not how you use a baton, but who am I to judge?
It's okay, the lantern heat action made up for it.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Wow, your heat just kind of drained real fast there.
Yeah. And I don't even have the face stomping heat action at this point, so that's kinda...
That is pretty disappointing.
And also that QTE there is like insanely quick. You have
I
to be
find a lot of
anticipating
QTEs
it.
I find a lot of QTEs are in this series are way too fast for their own good.
Yeah, but that in particular, I mean, I do manage to hit it eventually, not in this video, but I do manage to hit it eventually. But even then, that's like I was anticipating it.
Jesus Christ, why does your heat meter just drain like after 2 seconds?
I don't know. Yeah, so the gameplay in this one is a little bit rough, but it was the first one, so...
Yeah, like, it's still really a really cool idea, and I'm happy they got to innovate on it and refine it. But wow, it is really rough around the edges.
But I mean, this fighting is still kind of fun, honestly.
Yeah, no, I see that. Like, at its heart, it's still like a beat 'em up, and beat 'em ups are always fun and cathartic.
And it still feels like I'm playing a Yakuza game, you know?
Yeah, which is the important thing.
Yeah. Any skills I may have picked up in the other games, they still apply here, even if it is a little bit more rough around the edges.
Crowd control is not really Kiryu's strong suit here.
It's not.
Neither are knee-high mounds of dirt, I guess.
Yeah, he's got some problems with knee-high objects in general. Oh, should have just picked up the lantern, but Was kind of busy getting beat up by these guys, and if you're getting beat up, it's kind of hard to pick up objects anyway.
Well, naturally.
Yeah. And I noticed that there was this HP supplement back here. If I could just pick it up, there we go.
Please, you're not a shark. You don't need to circle your prey.
No, you are the dragon. Dragons don't circle their prey, I don't think. I'm not really an expert on dragons or the natural behavior of dragons in their habitat.
I didn't know there was a spear here.
I don't know if there is one in Kiwami, but yeah. There's one right there.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it would have been nice to use the heat action on that, but I just kind of forgot about it.
Oh well.
Just stomp this guy in the junk, that'll do.
You don't need that anymore.
But yeah, even if you do use the lock-on, you still whiff a whole lot of punches, and especially combos.
Oh my god, forbidden wood sword?
Yeah, that's a really, really nasty wood sword. I don't know why it's forbidden, but...
Shit, you gotta be careful with that. You don't want to, like, get possessed and lose, like, the use of your right arm or something.
Or get splinters. That would be terrible.
That too. Splinters are the worst.
Yeah. This guy got a golf club. I don't know why he brought a golf club to the funeral, but he's got one. So, maybe he was planning to go golfing later.
In honor of Chairman Sarah? Maybe Sarah really liked golf?
I don't know. Have these splinters.
Ooh, that's gonna be a real piece of work to rip out later.
Yeah. Okay, and we got another level here, so... Our next power-up here is Rigid Knowledge.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. Well, actually I do now, because I take it later. It makes you harder to knock down when you are in heat mode, but the game never tells you this, of course, so that's nice.
That makes... Okay, sure.
Yeah, well, but now we have the kick combo. And that is important, because the kick combo is really, really great. Especially in the first game. Like, it just wrecks faces everywhere.
Good.
Don't be walking around this place like you own the shit.
Hello, boys. Let's see if we can demonstrate our new combo. There we go.
Excellent.
Got two guys in the gut with one kick. That's our Kazuma.
That was a pretty impressive uppercut, not gonna lie.
And then just look around a bit to see if there are any more items. There's one. And we can see some guys on the minimap. They're in the main hall where the funeral service was being held. And they're coming to say hello.
Well, we don't want to be rude.
No, of course not.
Get out of here.
Nope, still not getting the QTE. Yeah, now that you mention it, the heat meter goes down really fast.
You know what? I recognize that kick combo from Kiwami too.
Yeah. I mean, it is one of Kiryu's basic moves, but it's just really effective in this one.
Right. And I'm saying that more just because, like, I think it's really neat how Dragon Style basically is just his fighting style in this version.
Yeah.
Just, you know, flashier, because it's been 13 years or so.
Yeah.
I don't actually remember when Kiwami came out in Japan.
I think it might have been like early 2016, maybe.
Probably?
Yeah.
I do know that there was a PS3 version of that in Japan.
Yeah. We're having some troubles with Kojima here.
I didn't... Is this where he went after Phantom Pain? Just gotta pay his respects to what once was?
I mean, Kojima got kind of fat. Just looking around a bit if there's any more items back here, but apparently not.
You think there would be something, though?
Yeah, there probably is in Kiwami actually, but who knows? I mean, in Kiwami, in general, there are a lot more of the healing items scattered around these sort of combat stages. And I figured might as well just do another level up here and get the rigid knowledge.
That's such a bad name.
It is.
The fuck is Iron Mind?
I have no idea. And I also like how they didn't translate the names of those gauges for the European version. I mean, in the American version they are like body, soul and technique. And in this they just kept the original Japanese names, but they like wrote it in Romaji. So yeah, kinda ensuring that nobody understands what those are supposed to be. Because, you know, the PAL version was translated into Spanish and French and all that stuff, so they kinda try to minimize the amount of English text on the interface.
Okay, sure. I don't
But I'm not really sure
necessarily
if that
agree
was
with
the
that, but...
if that was the best way to do it, but you know.
Yeah, I don't really agree with that sentiment, but...
Sadly there is no German dub or anything like that, because that would have been funny.
Oh man, this game would be amazing in German.
I actually have the German version of... I mean the German release of Yakuza 3, which of course is in Japanese and has all the subtitles in English and various other languages. But the back of the box is great. The big sort of tagline there is Kazuma ist zurück. Or Kazuma is back. So that's pretty great.
I'm a little disappointed they didn't dub it into German.
Yeah, that would have been amusing. But no, sadly.
Alright, so we're almost out of the HQ now.
Yeah, I'm still looking around a bit to see if there are any more items. And at this point I realized that by pressing L2 you can center the camera behind Kazuma. Which I honestly had no idea was even a thing, even in the later games. Because, you know, you can just use the right stick in those.
Yeah, it took me a while to, like, learn you could do that in Kiwami as well.
Like, I'm pretty sure that this was the first time I actually realized it, even though I have played most of these games by this point.
Ah, well. It's not, like, it's super vital, I'd say.
Like, the only ones I haven't played yet are 2, which I have a copy coming in the mail, and 6, which is still waiting for me to get through all the previous ones.
6 is a really fun game. So...
Yeah, I watched the Giant Bomb quick look on it and it looked pretty great.
Yeah, the series finally, the series tech finally caught up with, like, the PS3 generation.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't want to move too fast. And of course we have no Majima here this time.
Oh well, that's just a bonus of Kiwami.
Yeah.
Start some shit.
Anyway, we got some more idiots to beat up, but we now have a nice baseball bat to do it with, and there we go. Get the heat action as well. That guy had a very hard head.
I'm legitimately curious now. When did they start using the current bat heat animation, where they just knock the dude down on their knees and then just go for like a big swing?
I think it was in Yakuza 4 at least.
Okay.
Might have been in 3, I'm not sure. It's been a while since I played that, but...
Oh man, I like that you can see the like the crumpled up bat on the floor.
Oh yeah. That's a nice touch. But that guy's dead.
No, no, no. Kiryu doesn't kill, remember? He's just knocked out. And probably missing like 5 teeth.
Well, those can be fixed. I mean, I don't know what the dental plan is like in the Yakuza, but...
I'm sure they can manage it.
Yeah. I don't know how that works in Japan in general, but, you know. Whatever. Just need to get this one idiot back here, and... having to fight on stairs remains annoying.
So now you just gotta go out to the gate?
Yeah. I was kinda hoping they'd send some more guys after me, but apparently not.
I mean, if you went out this way, then probably. Or is it an invisible wall?
Yeah,
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's anything there either, so let's just head on over to the gate. And get ready to fight the big man himself.
Kazuma!
With his very narrow head.
You won't get past me.
Well, we'll see about that. Well, this fight in Kiwami is a bit infamous, because it's so ridiculously, well, long.
Yeah, this fight sucks in Kiwami.
Well, let's see how this goes. The music is great.
Okay, the fact that he's flinching tells me that this is infinitely easier.
Yep. We're just basically stun locking him with the roundhouse kick combo there.
Jesus fucking Christ, this is making me upset.
It's kind of why I wanted to have you on this video, because I wanted you to see this firsthand.
God damn, he's already down. What the hell?
And there he goes. I didn't even get to use the lantern.
Man, those lanterns are like my lifeblood, or my lifeline in Kiwami. I can see why they changed him up, but I think they overcorrected for that. Like, just went way too far in making him kind of a challenge.
I mean, while we're running, we could just beat those guys up. Oh, and there's our bro, so to speak. And that look on his face, of course, shows that he's evil.
Bye, Nishiki. See you later.
Yep, and that is pretty much it for this episode as well. So that was fun. Thanks for joining me.
I'm still upset about that Shimano fight.